what are the top three things that you would suggest to software professionals while we're in the middle of COVID that will help us survive, personally and professionally, and how to be ready? And I think this is a general question for everybody, sort of like how to be ready for the post-COVID world. So.
Yeah, great question, Mohit. And world is going through tremendous change, and the pace of change and uncertainty is not going to slow down, Mohit. It's only going to increase. I think that's the fundamental nature of the world we are in. Now, when things are changing so rapidly, and then you ask yourself the question that, okay, how do I prepare myself to compete in this world? I think a good question to ask, Mohit, is that, okay, what are some things that don't change? What are some things that don't change? Yeah. So I think of it at different levels, that, okay, there is a lot of change happening. What is it that is not changing? Yeah. As a software professional, and I would extend it to any professional, there are a set of skills, there are a set of competencies which are enduring. Yeah, which are enduring. The first of that to me is learnability. Yeah. Now so we are in a world where you, as a software professional, you need to adapt and change skills very rapidly. Whatever skills you may have today, you can't sit on it. That skill is going there is going to be a peak of it, and then it is going to be less relevant. Whatever skill it is, yeah, whether it is AI, cloud, blockchain, whatever cutting edge, competence you may be at, but will decline. Now, what is really important is building that skill of deliberate learning, learnability, deliberate learning. That how do you very quickly master any new skill? So that's number one. Number two is problem solving, core problem solving, the ability to look at any situation and be able to drill down to what is the core problem, what is the bottleneck, what is the real pain point that has to be solved. Sift through this noise and get to the signal. Okay, this is the core thing, and problem solving is to my mind is a very essential skill. Now, I think for software professionals, often there is such a big focus on the technical skills that somewhere the core problem-solving skills do not get enough focus. They are there because as a software professional you need it, but that's not what you are actively focusing on. And I think that needs to change. For me, it's something I've always wondered that why there isn't more of a focus on that. Yeah. Third is this whole what I talked earlier also about the whole human aspect of this, and I would say empathy, the ability to connect with the other person at a human level, see others' perspective, not be in your own head, yeah, but see the other's perspective. And in a virtual world where physical interaction may be less than before, this empathy and be able to read the other person is so important. Yeah. And the final thing I would say is this ability to think out of the box. Yeah, the ability to think out of the box. Because again, this is the world of constant change. The world of technology in particular is constantly evolving. And the only way you can truly win, and which is also, Tim had mentioned the new rules of business that I talked about in my book. And the first rule of business really is innovate and shape the future. The only way you will win is if you're shaping the future. And how do you shape the future? But through innovation. Yeah, and that is out of the box thinking. So I'll stop here, but that's my big message, Mohit, that in a world which is changing so rapidly, focus on things which are not going to change. Yeah, and that is learnability, that is problem solving, empathy, and out of the box thinking.